YouTube. It's been a while since you last saw me. I had a very small but inspiring traffic on my YouTube channel, something that got 200 views to me. It's wonderful. Many thanks for that. I've been trying some new things, shorts, just n- knowing the ropes, to be honest. I'm back with another review, this time about the AirPods that I did an unboxing a few months back. So, on this video, I will be addressing the following topics: battery life, durability, design, ear fit, ecosystem, Siri notifications, spatial audio, adaptive EQ, dynamic head tracking, Dolby Atmos, and Apple Music, MagSafe Charging, sweat and water resistant, and mic. And finally, the stand. I'll give my thoughts about, is it worth it or is it not worth it? Right into it. So, battery life. I'm actually very surprised on how good the battery life is. So, let's just break it down. Each earbud has a battery within itself. I know it sounds stupid explaining it, but just bear with me. When you put your AirPod on the case, it automatically starts charging it. So, as long as your case has battery, your AirPods are set. And the battery on the case is very good. Apple says it supports up to 30 hours of listening time with the case. In my humble opinion, I don't think it's far off. Definitely went some days without charging the case, and they say that 5 minutes equals to an hour of listening time. This, I found it to be true. Moving on to durability. Might have taken some hits either on the gym or simply falling off my pockets. They are really small, and because of that, they tend to fall from your fingers. It's something that you should take in consideration. The AirPods itself are durable. They have some scratches and signs of use, as you can see, but overall, they are very well built and strong. The case, on the other hand, I have some issues with. It has fallen, that I recall, only twice. And after the second time, it started showing a little gap, a noise since you move the lid. It just makes noises, clicking noise. Yeah, I'll just play it so that you can hear it. Design. This section of the video bottles down to the taste of everyone. So I'm just going to tell you mine and the reasoning behind my choice. Simple. I don't like the way the second gen of the AirPods looks. My girlfriend has them and I just don't particularly like them. Nothing wrong with them, but I like the way the AirPods third generation look are a little bit more low profile, I would say. I didn't go for the pros because I don't like the silicone tips. They have a lot more features, but I think just the silicone tips, they are not for me. I'm not that kind of guy. So I'm left with the third generation or the second. So easy choice, third generation. They are very comfortable. They don't fall. The sound is amazing, full of features. But I'll elaborate on some of those topics. As you can see, I'm doing some incline bench press. I'm twitching a little bit due to the weight. And as you can see, they do not fall. Ear fit. Again, this depends to individual. Every ear is different, but to mine, they fit perfectly. The AirPods don't fall. A tip, you should try it to see if it's comfortable for you. It may not be for everyone. Either go to Apple Store or someplace that sells the model you want and you just try on. Or just try the old wired models. They do look alike, to be honest. I have ones on storage, and they do seem to be very close to each other. So it's my pro tip to you. Ecosystem. Well, what is the ecosystem? Everything talks to each other seamlessly. I'm gonna give you an example. When I'm on the car and I get a call, I just pop open the case and it connects. But it isn't always perfect. Sometimes it is not as easy as to connect and you end up losing the call. It's something that it's not as perfect as it sounds, but when it works, which is 90% of the time, it's wonderful. Another cool feature is that the AirPods are integrated on the Find My app. When you eventually will lose your AirPods, you can always make them make noises to help you search for them. And to be honest, I don't have an iPhone that is compatible with precise location. I can't count on that. But for what I've seen, which is much easier to find them, another great feature is the automatic ear detection, which is wonderful. And I would say that's also within the 90% realm of the time it works. Another thing that's automatic is the device switching. So I have the MacBook Air from 2015. It's wonderful, works perfect till this day. Went through uni with me and still does the job very well. But when I'm on the Mac and someone calls me, it automatically switches. And to me, that's wonderful. I can be hearing to something on the computer, it stops the music, video, and it switches to my phone. This brings me to Siri notifications. So, how does this work? When you have your AirPods, you just have to say, "Hey Siri," and something you need, like example, call someone, set a timer, and set a call. This has always worked with me. I use this feature a lot, either to call people, set a timer, or a reminder. Something that do bothers me is that Siri announces the text messages. In my first language, as I said, is not English, and it doesn't always sound as perfect or crystal clear. So I had to turn them off, which, my God, what an inconvenience, I know. I know that I can switch the language of Siri, but I love to speak English, hence the channel being in English. Spatial audio. So, what is spatial audio? It basically allows you to hear a three-dimensional audio. If the video you are watching has that, or has that feature on it, creates a cinema experience where the sound appears from all around. Watching movies on the AirPod, it's very good. It's a good experience. They are very small devices, but they do deliver good quality sound. How do they achieve this? On the top of the AirPod, there's this exterior sound column. If you have the AirPods, you can, or when you buy them, you can come back here and try this. You just have to press down on this little column and you will hear the sound differently. It's like they lose a column and they don't get to make that 3D sound as crystal. This is not a reference to Breaking Bad. Moving on to adaptive EQ. So the AirPods have the feature that essentially tune themselves to the sound you're hearing, basically to deliver a better experience. And I quote, "rich details in sound," end quote. I've used both AirPods 2nd gen and 3rd gen on the same song to try to see the difference. Maybe it's my ears that aren't just as tuned to it, but I think I saw some differences. Dynamic head tracking. As you can see, if you open dynamic control and you long press the symbol of the AirPods, you have three choices. You can turn it off, you can have it on, or you have it just fixed. What does this mean? It's the way I use it. It doesn't change, but that's the spatial audio. It is basically if you move your head, the sound will be more present on the ear or AirPod, closest to the device that's transmitting the sound. And to me, it's rubbish. I don't like it. Every time I move my head, the sound goes ear to ear. Dolby Atmos. When you buy the AirPods, you get 3 months free on Apple Music. And there you can try some songs that are compatible with Dolby Atmos. And yes, you can tell a difference. More sharp sounds, more felt sounds. Overall, it's better. The way that they sound is more tuned for the AirPods, I would say. And the way you have, if you want to try this, you just have to go to YouTube and type down Dolby Atmos experience. And you have that thing when you go to the cinema all around you. It's very good, but I will not be paying for Apple Music. Wonderful 3 months, but no thanks. Rather pay for YouTube Premium, where you get no ads and you just have YouTube Music, which is not the same, but close. It's charging. So I never used it, so I don't know if it's good. I'll link some videos that talk about this feature, but it's good to know that it has this feature. I don't have a MagSafe charger. It's wet and water resistant. So I basically use them for everything. I go to the gym with them. I use them to talk on the car when I'm driving with them. More on this later. To hear music, YouTube, movies, everything under the sun. And I got to say, I've run with them on the rain and no issues, just after the small buckets of cats and dogs, to be honest. After you dry them out, you are good to go. On the gym, depending on which workouts I'm doing, I can break a sweat a little bit more on my head. And the AirPods are sustained to a little bit more of sweat. Uh, but they never sleep, they never drop, they never stop giving music, they never seem to go to break down with the sweat. As I said, just dry them out with a towel or paper towel, and you're good to go. I would recommend them for the gym. Yes, I would. They don't draw a lot of attention, and they give you a lot of capability for the money, like they better give, because, to be honest, they won't cheap. Moving on to mic. So in my case, I have to drive 30 minutes to go to work and another 30 minutes back. So 1 hour long trip. I use them a lot to talk to people, and sometimes I have the windows down because it's hot. And the window is blowing, and people never complained because of the sound. Another good thing is that they really are capable machines. If you turn up the sound on your phone, they are really, really powerful. So I believe, depending on, I don't know, if you're on a concert, of course, they might lose a little bit of power, but under normal circumstances, I think they will always deliver everything on the conversation.
I'm currently at 100 kilometers per hour, which is 60 miles per hour. And this is the sound of the AirPods capturing my voice to mimic, I would say, a call. So you be the judge and tell me if it's good.
But yes, I do think the mic on the AirPods are wonderful. And guess what? This entire video was captured with the mic of the AirPods. So you do your judging if it's good or not. Another topic, the stem. The stem is this little stick, I would say. It has this power button. 1 click and it pauses or continues the music. 2 clicks advances the music. 3 clicks goes back the music. When you're getting a call, you just have to click it to answer or click it to shut the call off. Final verdict. I would say that the AirPods are good, and if you can or need them, you should go for them, because I do think they are very capable machines and they do provide a lot of capabilities. But if you do have the extra buck and don't mind the silicone tips, why not go for the Pro? But given me in my circumstances, I do think they are wonderful machines, and I am very confident with my purchase. And that was it. Bye bye.